Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got an update. A lot of you guys really wanted me to look at World Cult and kind of the other version of Saint Satine, which was with the other girl. I think like the one that was chosen was Sakura. And this version is with Aena and it is called We Ride. Now, there's been a lot of talk about my previous reaction to Saint Satine. I've got people saying that I'm highly unprofessional for laughing. Girl, if I'm unprofessional for laughing and jingle-ling-a-ling, I mean, strip me off my titles. Also, a lot of people were upset for me calling them leftovers, which I explained in the video. Like, they were a leftover from the original Dream Academy, right? So it's not meant in any harmful way. I even said multiple times that I'm happy that more girls are getting utilized, because already during Dream Academy I noticed that they had a strong lineup, and you can see it on people like being extremely successful after they left in their own careers, right? Like we have Adela doing her own stuff. We've got multiple girls like massively growing their social media, having big followings. Like now the whole contraption was the choosing of the fourth member, right? I know that they chose Sakura. She's 16, or some people are even saying that she's 15, which is absolutely crazy age for debuting. I know the idols debuted younger, and that doesn't make it any better, quite honestly. I know that Saint Satine was supposed to have also a little bit more mature feel, so putting 16-year-old in is making it pretty much impossible unless we want to do stuff that is just, you know, not very optimal, to say the least, for a 16-year-old. I don't want you guys to consider this an open doors for hating on Sakura. It's a child. It's a literal child. She does the best that she can. She got in a massive group, and this is gonna be really hard. Thanks God that they're so talented, because they can absolutely make it out. If we look at the trajectory that had Adela, she was like a villain of the show, right? Now she's killing it. Like, she is opening for Demi Lovato. Adela is doing brilliantly, you know? So not having the most fortunate, I don't know, debut. This was not even the debut. This was kind of like a showcase, which again, the company knew that this is gonna be the first impression that people will get of Saint Satine. And even though it's not debut, it's the first impression. And the first impression matters, but it also doesn't have to carry forever. So I am hoping, someone said like, oh, you will be back in a year saying how amazing they are. You know what, I hope so. I do hope so. I'm gonna be sitting here, I'm gonna be like, damn, they really kicked it out of the court. Like they really showed everyone who they're actually about. I hope I'm gonna be sitting here. I'm all for the girlies. I hope they succeed. I always hope women succeed. That's my baseline. All right, so let's look at IN and We Ride. And let's talk about it. Let's go. Who was that? I'm sorry, I didn't see who was singing that. I think it's Lexi, right? So airy. I think it's Lexi. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I think you guys wanted me to focus on Aena a lot, but I'm gonna be focusing on all the girls, all right? But one thing that I noticed, like if you see the Lexi, I think the opener was Lexi. I'm blind. Like I literally cannot see, but I think it's Lexi. We ride. It's super airy. What I liked about Aena though, she gave it so much more connection. We ride. Look, you can hear a little bit of abduction on the vocal cords there. It's connected. Almost a little vibrato too. Okay, girl, let's go. oh my god, the whole choreos in both songs are just deadly difficult. This is more difficult in the way that there's a lot of lower register here. This is obviously like more R&B-ish sound, you know? And the choreo is very complicated for this type of sound. So they're like, we ride, we ride, we ride. And that low register with that a lot of movement can be really difficult to maintain. Do what you wanna do. She kind of did a little bit of an attack there. Do what you wanna do. Because that's helping her to maintain it a little. What you wanna do. Whoa. Same. Whoa. What you wanna do. Whoa. Yeah, and that was not a pre-recorded one either. Like that was live. What you wanna do. Whoa. Yeah, because you heard a little bit of a pitchiness on one of the tones. What you wanna do. With that amount of movement, it's even amazing that she went into that riff, quite honestly, because the air for vocal agility, like riffs and runs, absolutely essential. If you even see like singers on TikTok doing runs and riffs, you notice that they're not heavy, they're not belty, they're very light and they're gliding on the air. So they're literally hyper connected to your breathing. And if you do this amount of movement to really have the balls to do riffs like this, so good, quite honestly. I also like one thing that I notice, and it's a big difference, for example, and you can afford to do this in a song. This is kind of unfair. I see where people are upset because if we compare the songs, it's like a night and day when it comes to production, right? But also, this song allows you to be less aggressive, less shouty, less out in the face, and they are not belting, they're keeping clean tone, but they're being very vibey with like that's the weight with what we're singing here. I bet they're gonna be like maybe bigger tones and something a little beltier, right? But like that is the most sustainable probably to do for a movement like this. That was pretty clean for that amount of movement. Like there was a little hiccup there, but like it's so ballsy to do that. Yeah, damn. Yeah, Samara is good. Samara was good in the party before the party too, like in the vocal parts, right? And she has that pure R&B technique, and she does love to apply that, and they allow her to apply that, which I'm very happy about. So we gotta get out, just get out. That was a little even dynamic, just get out. This kind of microdynamic is not something that I expect on live performances. They are complicated and the sound is less balanced than in like more, studio recordings. And I don't mean studio like album recordings, but like, I don't know, like Dingo or whatever more intimate settings, where you don't have to move like a sit down performances. You can do more of the dynamic like that. So it's really cool she did it here as well. Just get out. Yeah. Midnight to the sunrise, coast down along the seaside, it goes like on and on and on. Love the layering. Also, it's like not confusing when it comes to music motive, right? What did they think that they put so much different two songs against each other? This is crazy. Brand new foreign drop top, girls we be going non-stop. It goes like on and on and on. She's actually handling those higher passages really nicely, because most people who do not know or do not have enough experience to make connection in a head voice or in a higher register are just gonna go very airy. Because they cannot connect the vocal cords there, right? But you can hear she is making a little bit of a connection. I love to see that. We're right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we keep going on and on and on. Doesn't matter if they call us young and dumb. When I'm young and dumb.
Another clean run. That was a clean one, damn it.
When I'm young and dumb.
That we ride is a little whiny. You can we're right. They're using quite a lot of their frontal placement so they can get stable. We ride. We could belt it a little bit. Maybe a little bit more of chest connection. We ride. But I understand because this frontal placement is a little bit whinier. We ride. But it's more stable with the amount of movement. So I understand why we did what we needed to do. Yeah, here we like in party before the party we have these like kind of like hiccupy and very pitch fluctuating like a right? It's like very playful. She did it here a little bit too, but it's much more like coomed if you hear it. Doesn't matter if it da 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 da. So you can still be very animated. You can give it a character, but it needs to have a little bit of a polish on.
Yeah. Tied on this traffic, so we gotta get out.
I love how Samara has this velvety huskiness in her voice. I'm always such a sucker for that.
You know, just get out of city, only.
Like, but I feel like most of this song is like Samara and Ayana. Ayana? I think so, yeah. Ayana, right? Ayana, yes. It's like almost a duet. Sometimes we have like Lexi pop in like the places that we can be like, oh, this is like a Lexi phrase. Like she's gonna be there. You know what I mean? Like she has reserved this like bridge, pre-chorusy placements where she can like pop out and shine. I'm not getting a lot of Emily almost at all. But they're so on par, and it's really hard to be on par with Samara because obviously she's also being put in the position of like the main vocal and, you know, the most experienced vocalist probably. I don't know, I haven't heard them in their full scale. I'm just saying what I'm hearing and seeing from them putting them in a positions. Like Samara is very obviously being pushed into that like main vocal place. But like Ayana was like giving her really run for her money. Like she was matching her energy and matching her vocals, which is really cool to see. Like right here, it's so cool. Oh, that little flip scared. The little vocal flip was so nice.
Midnight to the sunrise, comes down a lot of seaside. It goes like on and on and on. We ride. Brand new foreign drop top. Girls, we be going miles out. It goes like on and on and on. We ride.
Another run, but I think there was a little... I think that one was pre-recorded, I'm not sure though. It looks a little bit like that. I'm low-key a little flabbergasted. I understand that you guys are upset about the choice, like, hey, how could we choose that over this? I think it's just really vastly unfair comparison. Like, how could they even put this against each other? Because that's crazy. Just the vibe, the quality of production. I feel like I see where people are saying like Sakura was done dirty because like I don't know how Sakura would sound in this song. But Ayana, she's good. She was great. Like I feel, of course, like for me it would be like a clean choice, right? But I haven't watched the rest of the show. If I would be choosing based on these two songs, which I already am like recognizing that, girl, how are we even comparing these two songs? Like this had balanced production. This had clear music motifs. This had really nice vocal arrangement actually that's kind of layering between the na 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 that like sustained tone and the layering of the ad-libs on top of that, so nicely built, like such a nice vocal arrangement, I have to say. Choreography matching the energy of the singing, really hard to do simultaneously, but much more doable than Party Before the Party. Much more doable. I'm not sure why we even put these two songs head on towards each other. That's crazy. Of course, clean choice for me. Ayana also, like, she vocally showed a lot. She was definitely, I wouldn't even say that she was like competing for the spot. I would, if you wouldn't tell me which one of them is like competing for the main singer place, I would say that Ayana was not even competing for her spot. She was competing for the main vocalist place, if you know what I mean. Like she was there to like showcase, show off. Please do not send hate to Sakura. She's a baby. She's a baby. Send hate where the hate is due, where it's needed. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here is where you can subscribe. Tickle that button. Here is my YouTube video that YouTube recommends for you. Here are some of my videos. I know this was recorded live, so come and join for the next one. All right, you can voice your opinions in real time, right into my face. I love you. I will see you. Bye bye.